Alright, so scope out the base, pick a place where you think you'd raid it or how you'd raid it, and fucking treat it like a proper raid, and like every rocket counts to you. Like it's your stuff.
Alright.
Okay, we got those.
Got left.
How many like before you start, I'm done now, but how many rockets or whatever you think, what do you think this will take?
I mean, if I came over here with 20 rockets and a couple of stacks of explosive ammo, I'd be pretty confident on doing doors, but then I'd find an armored door. And I'd be like, do I have enough? Okay. You know, like, is this like on face punch one where we got a box of 75 rockets and it really doesn't fucking matter? We are getting in.
So you think 20 rockets and how many explosive bullets?
Like 2 stacks.
2 stacks.
And I'd be kind of comfortable to smash every sheet metal door in this base.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or roll a door.
How about you, Turtle?
I do not raid.
He's the guy that sits on the roof. He sits on the roof and kills everyone.
As you know, I kill everyone who turns up, and I let everyone do their business.
True. I got Rizza raided earlier, but I thought, oh, you know, he's raid guy Rizza, like raid cam Rizza. He'll know what's going on. This base just confused the fuck out of him. He was like, oh, you know, I'd normally ask Jake for something like this. So I thought, oh, I'll ask these guys.
I've probably got the most raid experience.
The question is, are we doing a mostly rocket raid, or are we C4 raiding? Or like,
it's up to you. How would you go for this? I just wanted to know what you'd spend, what you'd bring to this raid.
I guess because Winner wanted us to kind of do it this way and see what way it's cheapest. That's why I thought of C4. I was thinking about just going through foundations, Turtle. Anywhere we can get through, like here. See, I reckon we could probably get under this one, potentially. And if we went C4 this foundation, went in C4 the next foundation, which is probably higher, going by the lay of the land, might be fucking straight in.
Well,
two foundations.
There's an armored floor roughly the center there, I think you can see
there's
there.
An armored wall behind these drop boxes. What you would assume is drop boxes. Armored wall there with a turret in here.
Oh, that's actually pretty smart.
So if we go through, can you see through there?
He's got a frame in there, probably leading down to the grassy area, I think.
It's the next foundation, is it armored?
No, I can see Soul all
No?
the way through. If your vision was blocked, it'd be armored. I think it's all just, it's metal from, this one's metal, but I can't really see past the next one.
I can see, oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks open, sort of, to the next foundation. Yeah, but see, Jake, come around this side.
No, there's look at the roof though.
Yeah,
it's at least a half wall.
Come around the north side.
The colour of armour is
If
up the
we've
roof.
done a rocket, this would be the side you'd want to go for rockets. You'd be able to get the most coverage with rockets. You know, hit these 4 or these 4. But I don't know if I'd say because he's upgraded, this isn't a mistake. There's probably a turret or something in there.
Yeah, and one thing I was looking at, if you come to the roof, why was this triangle honeycombed? Right, when it's clearly just a 2x2 in the middle.
Yeah. There's a couple of odd triangles that are upgraded. Like this one here, this is the one that's just a...
I'd be tempted to go like down through this one. With 3C4 or something, probably going to drop in the honeycomb. But if he hasn't armored the whole 2x2, then one of these sides might not be armored.
Is it confusing you already?
I think we're just clashing on how to do it.
I'm still tempted to hit this foundation.
The armored walls, I sort of think we go through the top and downwards, but doing that means we'll have an extra layer of bunker to go through.
I reckon there's a possibility that whole second floor's fake.
Is this a base for a solo, duo, or trio?
Dedicated 2-man, 3 to 4-man.
Dedicated 2. Okay, so there's a fair bit of storage.
Still tempted with this foundation, dude. Kind of puts us straight past this wall. Right, you can see far enough in there where the next foundation can't be all solid, eh? Yeah. I reckon this foundation, dude. I reckon we can get under this one. Just. Even if you have to push me under. Gotta start somewhere. That's through that wall on the left, probably. We're behind that armor straight away and heading for the core. I say wall next,
so you're gonna turn up and do another triangle.
Yeah, wall next.
Yeah, and that'll lead to an armored wall most likely.
Yeah. Potentially go straight through it with 8 more. 16 C4. We're pretty fucking deep.
Sixteen C4 equals 32 rockets. You got to remember that too.
Yep. Yep. The armored wall that we have to plough through that. 8 more. You're gonna have to throw 4. I'm gonna die. Oh, you can throw 6. Oh, that was risky.
Now you're opening up a square right now. I'm going to do a square right now, which means you're either going to hit a box of some sort, or there's a bit of baiting going on.
Found loot, I think. They're all windowed and locked boxes.
At least
Oh, I got one loot room. Building block.
There's that armored door I saw. Can I spawn a jackhammer? As if we brought a jackhammer?
Well, we're rich on face punch 1. We have a box of jackhammers on
just
face
like-
punch 1.
Would you fucking jackhammer for 8? Oh, it's a break boxes? Yeah. Do it. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the fucking
Oh god,
square.
no.
Yeah, but the
Tools.
shelf too.
Yeah,
I mean, I've pickaxe sheet metal, dude, before jackhammers
Yeah,
are in,
yeah.
so like we would, yeah. Especially when you got like 30 jackhammers and a level 1 outside.
That's normally when you get TC though.
Okay.
No, we put a level 1 outside quite often.
Box of sulfur.
Box of rockets. Raid's over. Let's go home.
There's all the traps right there facing.
We found all your loot.
This wall here would be the most logical.
Well, we could jackhammer it.
Yeah.
The soft side. And you would.
I'd
probably one C4
I will say
do this.
that I have forgotten to turn that wall around because normally I have it facing the other way.
Don't know if I believe that yet.
So
I
I
would
would because
jump
it's
in
the
if
furthest
I
way in. But
because your armored door.
so just assume it's hard side.
Splash the corner. Yeah, able to rotate it. It's just so it is hard side and see if we can see that shelf or not.
Rebuild it.
Oh, okay,
and
one
turn it
sec.
around. So,
If you want to rebuild that wall.
Just step it up.
come out here.
Just because we can see a shelf through it, but if it's hard
Yeah.
side, we might not be able to.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
so we'll just see how it goes.
But now I know there's the same loot room next door.
Yeah, you actually can't see it.
Yeah. Alright,
So, which means explosive ammo or rockets, because we need splash. Yeah, we need splash.
yeah, well, I'll get an AK with a suppressor, just because we'll probably also do explosives. Because I got 2 stacks of explosives, a stack and a half of explosive on me.
I got 100 bullets.
So, because I'm
Wait,
guessing.
I mean, I imagine there's nothing on the second floor. Like, I reckon the second floor is just a shell.
Yeah,
But
Jake,
we could hit the roof at the same time and get all 3.
yeah, no, Jake, what I'm saying though is if we break this wall, we don't need to go through this window. Because if we get this wall, there's going to be a backside window again, most likely. Then we
Yeah,
break
pretty much. It's pretty much
that wall,
this
then we
this
can-
loot room that was here. It's pretty much through that wall again. You can see by the base design.
Yeah.
Even though we know the
what I'm
shelf's
saying
there,
is,
but
see how the window frame is facing inwards. All we have to do is
Yeah.
deal with the window and this bars once we're through this wall, and then we're into the next room.
and TC could be there too.
Exactly.
We could get TC here and be able to.
I think
Yeah, it's a lot
diagonally
cheaper.
1 square across it goes down.
Hang on, look.
Hang on.
This
no,
one's backwards.
That's a foundation.
One with the windows actually backwards. Look here.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, Jake. If we go through this wall, the next one's going to be backwards as well, because they're all facing inwards in case someone raids doors. So we go through this wall, we jackhammer through the window
Yeah.
frame, then we're in.
Alright,
So we want
stick
this wall.
rockets up there, right?
Yeah, that hard wall's where we're going next. Make sure we hit the wall.
Make sure I hit all 3. Windows out.
Yeah,
Hold for a sec. Yeah,
Remember this
fuck it, do it.
okay.
No, there's only 34. Hang on. We can do it a bit cheaper. Explosive ammo.
Alright.
It's only 34 health.
16 shots.
And obviously we would.
Yep, and then we back.
Another 4 boxes.
We can get TC for free. Level 3. Yeah,
That's
see,
what, all soft side
How
to
can you get
TC.
TC for free? Oh, well,
The
yeah,
soft
yeah.
side. And they would be soft side too.
Can you
Well,
stop?
you just, can you...
I
Dude, what do you mean
literally-
stop? I'm the one in here.
I
Look,
didn't
look.
move. You
I
dragged me
know.
in here. I did not move.
Look where I am though. I'm through you, dude.
Guys, it's not a real raid. It's not a real raid.
And suddenly I got dragged.
Yeah, how the
started
fuck did
dragging.
I end up on the other side of you, man? It
fuck
teleported me through you.
That's what I mean. I was like, oh yeah, there's TC, and I'm like, oh shit.
That's a wall.
Let me rank it in.
Do you want to slash remove it for us?
Yeah, sure.
Because like I said, that's what we'd be doing.
That's exactly
Especially if we were poor. And that would stay soft side.
Oh, sorry.
to Stop
Yes,
people coming through
Turret's
doors.
on, by the way.
Because see, what we do is we'd come back here, break it from here, then we could obviously toss the C4 in there or deal with it, like, or break it with bows from where you.
Yeah, you can just destroy that if you want. I've drained that. And now the TC's not locked either.
Shoddy traps above.
TC's not locked
So,
either, so I guess
You
we'd
don't
have
need
to
to destroy
destroy
that
it.
turtle. if you're raiding? You just have to get TC and they're yours.
Yo, we've got TC now, they're ours because they're not locked. And we've got his main loot, I guess. There's 2 small boxes in here and a level 3. And so they're full of rockets. Full of rockets.
So you hit main loot. Now come outside and I'll take you through the base.
I still feel I done it the cheapest way possible. Did you get
fucking-
TC, Turtle?
It's an expensive way.
I still think I was fucking done it pretty cheap.
Yeah, did you get TC, Turtle?
Yeah, I got it.
And you got to assume as well, like, you know, like it took you a long time to get in. What if it's an online raid? Shit like that. You know, there's variables in Rust raiding. But yeah, you probably did it the perfect way for an offline.
Yeah, and well, you know, even with an online, with a turtle on the roof, you're pretty safe. You know that.
For an online as well.
But if you're inside the base, like, you still got access to all your guns and stuff. And...
Yeah. As soon as they know we're here.
Yeah,
and if they were spawning in there.
If they're smart, what they do is they'd have someone here popping the window off and putting it back, popping it off, putting it back.
Yeah.
And
Chances are at one point someone could have spawned there at least, got through that armored door to TC and crafted another fucking window. You know, or, you know, something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'd actually be able to place it through the hatch here. You'd be able to...
Yeah, you might be able to toggle the hatch and actually place it.
Actually, if
a lot of armor in there.
Unless you, like, just brute force it with rockets, but that's just gonna fucking cost
thing is, if it was an online raid, we probably wouldn't go through this wall straight away. We'd go through this window to get their bags.
These are emergency bags down here. It's a solid base, though.
I'm happy that I picked, like, the cheapest fucking way in. Look at that. Look at that for a direct fucking route. It's better than a prostitute.
Well, it probably just looks neater because of the C4, honestly. It's still expensive as fuck for such a cheap costing base. But yeah, what do you reckon? Dedicated 2-man, 3 to 4-man. Would you have to agree with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, me and Turtle could live comfortably in this and do the upkeep easily.
Yeah.
And if we started to bag more people in, well,
it'd be a bit clustery.
You can have a bag in the airlock, or you know.
I'm excited to build this base on the wipe.
Yeah, we got like a solid 2x2 that we use every single time.
Try this one out then. I'm gonna be uploading it tonight, I think.
Well, then I don't want to use it, man.
True. But saying that,
use my base design, man. Only 140,000 people have seen it.
Yeah,
it'll be fine. Don't worry, you won't get raided.
But also saying that, people are probably gonna look at it like the Frustrator and go, "Fuck that! I ain't raiding that."
Look at it and go, "Oh, that's the H-Tune base," and yep, nah.
So it could be like one of those things. And you know, not everyone's gonna see it. So they'll know how much they need to rock up with roughly, which is like 40-something rockets. Like, fuck that. Especially if it's like a dedicated 2-man player base or a 3-person.
Or a fucking weak wipe server.
Like, fuck that, man. Like, fucking... Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do it on a weak wipe unless you played in a Zerg.
Yeah, you could easily build this on the first day, too.
I wonder what the upkeep of that is now that I've chucked that down. Fucking not even 5k metal frags.
600 ore per metal fucking node. That's the way I normally see it. It's like, oh, you know, this is like 8 nodes a day. It's fuck all.
Yeah, same. But then, you know, you got to think about the high qual. High qual.
Yeah, 100 a day is like not horrible.
116 is pretty good. Like if you say, right, there's 2 of us, we're playing dedicated. Every day, one of us has to go out and get, you know,
58 metal.
58 high qual, and the other person has to get 58 high qual. Do a barrel run, get that 58 high qual. I'll get my 58 high qual.
58 high qual, you get that from one fucking cargo run, you know.
Oh, you get that fucking...
You find it in military crates. Stack of 22 in a military crate. Shit, on top of Dome, man.
You get,
I've come home with like 80 just from Dome.
The cargo ship, dude. You can get like fucking 2 days worth in one run.
Yeah.
Alright, so I just did the raid with Jake and Turtle. Although they didn't pick this way, I decided that this should be armored because it was sheet metal before, so it'd be 8 rockets, then 16, and then they're into this drop-down spot. You don't want to go through the drop-down still, though, because it's pretty fucking scuffed. But even here, it's 8 rockets, then 16, so what I recommend is just some sheet metaling, like so. Done. Alright, so here it is, the cellar door base, guys. Right now we have the door that opens inwards and this one outwards. It's a double door, single door combo that creates a one-way airlock, like so. Come through here, we have another double door, and then we've got another one-way airlock to our ladder hatch, which specifically faces the other way because just on the off chance that someone is busted in or whatever, you can open this if it's an online raid and they can't get through. So, we come up here. We've got the door, we've got a garage doors, all of that. We've got our furnace room as well. We could even probably put boxes along this wall as well. Just a couple of extra boxes. And we can still get through fine. In here, we have another sheet door. 2 garage doors, our double door. This is our bedroom for our quick spawn beds. They are here. And then down here, this is a single armored door drop down. We have our shotgun traps, TC, auto turret, more shotgun traps beyond this double door. 2 double doors there. Your unlootable loot rooms, all that stuff there. 2 boxes under the tier 3 workbench. You could probably even fit more boxes down here, just like this. But it will become a lot more cramped. I prefer to opt in for more sleeping bags down here. Except here, you need to place this one back a little bit. Otherwise, it messes with your jump up there, just because it raises you off the ground a little bit. So I can put 4 emergency bags down here. I mean, this base is recommended for a dedicated 2-man or a 3 to 4-man. The upkeep is 93 high qual a day, 5,400 metal frags. It's not too bad. If you want to have some dump shelves, you could just put a shelf here, I guess, and we could fit a couple of boxes like so in case you need to dump on the quick. But it does cramp up your hallway just a little bit. Could even fit another couple of boxes in here. Like so. Ladder hatch. Yep, still can do that. But this is pretty much like a recipe, guys. If you see something you think you could make better with the base, a way you prefer it, more loot rooms or anything like that, go ahead and do it. Add an extra level, whatever you want to do. But yeah, this is the cellar door base. So if we turn everything back on, let's see what the cost was of building it. 7.1k wood, 25,000 metal frags, and 411 high quality metal. So, you know, it's a bit of a... You won't have this base straight away. You're going to need to build it from a starter base. If you can get to the point where you can actually live out of this base without finishing it, so you can do bits of it in stone and stuff like that as well. I just went for the finished product and like the tiers that I needed inside the base. Oh, I missed a wall actually. There we go. So that will change our upkeep a little bit and the cost. So it's 98 high qual now and 5.4k metal frags. 436 cost for the high qual to build the base. Now the reason I didn't use armored doors all through this is because, you know, door rating's not going to be a thing on this base. It's going to be rockets and they're going to have to go straight into the guts pretty much. But it's still a costly endeavor. If you are high qual rich, I do recommend upgrading this area into armored as well. So I can do the cost of that right now, and I'll tell you what that will be. So we won't worry about our dividing wall for the loot rooms or the 2 door frames. You don't need it on that. So it's 586 high qual now, and 126 high qual on upkeep. So it's actually not risen too badly, and it's added an extra 8 rockets in if they want to bust through your base. Alright, so I just did the raid with Jake and Turtle. Although they didn't pick this way, I decided that this should be armored because it was sheet metal before, so it'd be 8 rockets, then 16, and then they're into this drop-down spot. You don't want to go through the drop-down still, though, because it's pretty fucking scuffed. But even here, it's 8 rockets, then 16, so what I recommend is just some sheet metaling, like so. Done.